some people have so much hate in their heart for, it's just like, what did we do to y'all to make y'all this mad? Like, oh my gosh.
I'm a real bitch, these hoes knock offs. You want my dick, so bitch hop off. Cause they gon' call me by your...
So I wanted to make a standalone video about this because I think it's important, and also there's a lot of information I want to get across. Y'all already know I like official articles and official research and shit, like that's how we do it over here. So, you know, I just wanted this to be a separate video. Now, I mean, headlines from across the motherfucking country. Patriot Front members were arrested. Now, I'm obviously gonna explain who Patriot Front is as we go along, but they were arrested near this Pride event in Idaho. Now, if you look at these pictures, this shit is fucking terrifying. Like, all jokes aside, bullshit aside, this shit is fucking look how they masked up. Look at how they fucking masked up. They were in a U-Haul, and I heard something about weapons, but I know for sure they had smoke grenades all up in there, or a smoke grenade, they got shields, all type of riot gear. They were headed towards a Pride event, right? They were stopped, they were arrested. And of course, that shit pissed me off so bad. I mean, I ended up, like, I just wrote a verse. It's in my description, but it was, the premise of the verse was almost like, bitch, y'all got all these weapons, y'all got all these guns and shit, y'all come, bitch, put the guns down, let's act like, we're gonna beat the fuck out your ass. And that's the first thing. The second thing, though, is that, girl, at this point, I'm speaking to everybody. Like, bitch, at this point, the girls finna get strapped up. And the girls already are strapped up. Matter of fact, I feel like, I don't know. I don't want to say, in certain areas of Atlanta, it's just like, bitch, them hoes gonna shoot back, bitch. I'm just gonna speak to what I know and where I'm at. Certain areas of Atlanta, the girls gonna shoot back, especially if they already reaching in their trunks, you know, at the gay clubs already in Atlanta, bitch. So yeah, all jokes aside, this shit is terrifying, but like the premise of, I was just so angry because I was like, bitch, y'all doing all this fucking movement and shit against people who you feel like won't shoot back, they're very vulnerable, they're easily shaken, whatever. And yes, a lot of us are, and that's the way that terrorism and all that shit works. But for you to sit here and think that you're immortal just because you're behind a mask, just because you got, you know, certain weapons, just because you like to intimidate certain groups of people, you're not fucking immortal. You're not. That's all I want to say, right? So this comes from Newsweek. Okay, after a 911 call and a tip from a witness, 31 men were arrested in Idaho on Saturday. The men, all wearing similar clothing, are believed to be associated with the white supremacist group Patriot Front. The group is suspected of planning to riot at an Idaho Pride. And it's just like, girl, it could have been much worse than a fucking riot. And that's what I'm thinking, but whatever. So planning to riot at an Idaho Pride event being held in the city on Saturday. The men were seen getting into a U-Haul truck next to a hotel with riot gear, including masks and shields. The Pride event was called Pride in the Park and featured performances by drag queens, musicians, and dancers. All 31 people were charged with the misdemeanor of conspiracy to riot, police said. The FBI is also helping with the investigation to determine exactly what their intentions were. Patriot Front is a white supremacist group formed by disaffected members of another white supremacist group. Wow, so they're eating each other, fun. Vanguard America in September 2017, following the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, according to the Anti-Defamation League. The Texas-based group's manifesto calls for a white ethno-state to be formed in the United States, according to the Southern Poverty Law Center, which describes Patriot Front as a white nationalist group. Patriot Front's manifesto explicitly excludes people of color from its conception of pan-European identity, according to SPLC, which quotes the manifesto as saying an African, for example, may have lived, worked, and even been classed as a citizen in America for centuries, yet he is not American. So that is the kind of group that we're talking about, we're dealing with. And I just think that it's important for us to be aware of what the hell is going on. Now, I don't know what is going to me, and I'm going to read a little bit more from the New York Times. To me, this does not seem like it's going to de-escalate. It seems like there's going to be only escalation. So I don't know what has to happen, girls. I don't know what has to happen, but I'm not gonna pretend like I'm about that life. Like I'm out here like, you know, I'm not that girl, and I'm not gonna pretend to be that girl. I'm not gonna pretend like I got guns and shit and weapons and shit all over, but I'm not that girl. But what I'm saying is, I know that there are some of us, some of the girls, some of the, especially, you know, black community, black gay community, I know that there's some of us who are about their life. I know that they are, and like I said, that's one of the reasons why I wrote that verse the way that I did, because it's just like, bitch, keep playing with us if you want to. But all I'm saying is, like, for those of y'all who are about that life, bitch, get ready. That's all I'm saying. Bitch, I don't know if we gotta walk around here like we in King's Landing with the King's Guard and shit like that. All I'm saying is that we can't just, it is difficult to look at some of the shit that's happening to our communities, to us, all the threats that we face every day, but bitch, we need to keep our eyes open for this shit. And all I'm saying is, bitch, if some of the girls who are about that life and y'all watch me or whatever, y'all if you about that, you gonna have to be about that. Okay? That's all I'm saying. And I don't want to get into it. All I'm saying is, bitch, we got to be aware of what's going on, and ain't nothing wrong with being prepared. And the conversation is gonna have to become more serious, because they're not fucking playing. Imagine, because I'm thinking in my head, I'm imagining myself at a pride fucking event, and 10, 31, how many motherfuckers they had, 30, 20, 30 motherfuckers come up in masks with gear. I don't care if they got guns, weapons, whatever the fuck. I can only imagine how my brain would break at that moment. Like, bitch, I'm thinking I'm coming here to have some fucking fun, and I'm seeing is this gonna be the end of my fucking life right now? So, but like I said, the goal of these people is to get us to hide and cower and not come out and shit like that. And I feel like whatever you want to do and feel like you need to do to feel safe. If you need to hide, if you need to stay inside, then do that. But also, if you are somebody who wants to be like, whatever the fuck, I'm going out, I'm still having fun, I'm still living my life. That's what I was saying. I think in the podcast, I was just like, life is way too short already, bitch. If this is my last day, then this is gonna be my last day, bitch. I'm gonna look like a bad bitch doing it, you know? So I think that we just, either way, like, we have to be aware of what the fuck is going on, and we have to be fucking prepared. I think the planning, the strategies, the conversations, the community building is gonna have to get way more serious, because, like I said, these girls are coming to fuck shit up, okay? Okay? New York Times says many of the men also had shields and wore shin guards, and the police recovered one smoke grenade. They did not mention other weapons. So the fact, I've been seeing multiple articles saying that the police did not mention any other weapons. But the articles are not saying there were no other weapons there. So I'm just like, what's the tea, girl? The chief of police over there said, I have no doubt in my mind they were coming downtown to start a riot. He also denied rumors claiming that the arrest had stemmed from the work of informants, and they said it was just, it came from a tip from a concerned citizen. An apparent leader of the group had a 7-page document outlining an operation plan in extensive detail. After pulling up a digital image of the document, the chief of police over there, Chief White, said, or he read brief selections to the New York Times that detailed how smoke was going to be used. And we quote here, a column forming on the outside of the park, proceeding inward until barriers to approach are met. And once an appropriate amount of confrontational dynamic has been established, the column will disengage and head to Sherman Avenue. And by the way, Sherman Avenue runs through the center of that town. Then the chief added there were people walking around the event with long guns and handguns and beer spray and all kinds of things like that. But he said that is legal in Idaho. Also in San Lorenzo, California, members of the Proud Boys disrupted the Drag Queen Story Hour, a reading event at the San Lorenzo Library that was attended by children, parents, and other community members. It's not looking cute. It's not looking cute. It's not looking cute. And then I always be thinking like, damn, I'm a member of multiple minority groups. So it's like, bitch, y'all gonna kill me and then resurrect me and kill me again? You gonna kill me one time for being a faggot, then you gonna kill me another time for being a nigga? Y'all raising the dead or some shit? Bitch, if you kill me, you bring me back, bitch, I'm going to terrorize these motherfuckers as a zombie? Are you serious? Are you serious? Like I said, I think we all need to be aware of that. I think that, you know, I don't know, we gonna have to stand around the fucking war table like Daenerys was, like Rhaenyra was standing in the fucking trailer. We gonna have to start planning like to go to brunch like it's a fucking military operation. Get me off the planet. get me off the fucking plane. On that note, love y'all so much. Check my description box for everything. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.
We got smoke for bitches, I ain't talking marijuana. Yeah, I'm sucking dick because I can and cause I wanna. Yeah, she shoulda swallowed, bitch, I'm talking about your mama. And if only God can judge you.